Welcome back to the Gcast, hosted by myself, Ben, and Gavin. This is your weekly dive into everything from sports, gaming, and nonsense. And if you're here to just vibe with the Gcast, you're in the right place.
Yo, yo,
Get
yo.
that straight off the dome.
That's good.
That's
That's good.
You might notice we're missing a third of our trio today.
Yeah, Tom couldn't be here
Tom
for...
couldn't make it, but obviously we've been ranking positions, and we've only got one left. And with the season starting next week, we can't really delay it. So
Yeah.
we're just tag teaming this today.
Yeah,
But
so
that's fine.
we've got his list, so don't worry. If you're interested to hear what he has on his top 10 and honorable mentions, we will have it. But we obviously won't get his thoughts on his actual list, on why he placed where the players are at.
Yeah, we can talk about it, but we can't dive into his mind.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
unfortunate circumstances, he can't be here today, but that's okay. Gavin and I are here,
Let's go.
and today we are finally getting to our last list of top 10 positions. Today we're diving into the centers.
Yeah.
So, we've gone through, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and now we just got the one last. I reckon we just get straight into it.
Let's go.
So, do you want me to start?
Yes, sir.
So for our honorable mentions, I've got 3 listed here. My first honorable mention is Kristaps Porzingis, Rudy Gobert, and Isaiah Hartenstein. So I can talk about Kristaps. Obviously, some injury issues for him, but when he plays, he probably is in this top 10 when he plays. But it's just a bit hard with the injuries and stuff to rank him there.
Yeah.
But obviously an elite shot blocker, a great shooter for his height, obviously about 7'3". Just a freak. It was Wemby before Wemby, just not to the same
Yeah,
level.
not the same level
Not
or
at
same
all.
like talent.
But, yeah, obviously he can do pretty much everything on the floor, and he's a very elite rim protector in the league. So,
Yeah.
And then talking about Rudy Gobert, the exact same thing. Obviously the offense isn't really there. It never has really transpired over his however many year career, more than 10. And he still doesn't have an offensive bag to any degree.
Yep.
Sometimes he can't even make layups, and he's 7 foot tall. So
Fair.
it's kind of insane. But obviously,
Deep way. Just
4-time defensive player of the year.
4-time deep way has to be accounted for.
Yeah, probably still the best defender in the league around the rim, except for
Wemby.
that guy.
Yep.
Yeah. But for a long time, that was his crown, and he still has a great impact on teams. The Timberwolves, like whatever team he's on, they're always going to be a top 10 defense
Exactly.
in the
Yeah.
league. The Jazz were number 1 to number 3 for a very long time, and then the T-Wolves, he comes over and they're immediately a top 5 defense. So that impact's always going to be there. It's just really hard for me to put in the top 10 with these other guys, especially in the Big 26 coming up. So, and then my last guy is Isaiah Hartenstein. Might be a bit of a homer pick for me because I'm a Thunder fan, but I just love his impact, his work ethic, and his hustle. There's so many moments going in the regular season, in the playoffs, where we really needed offensive rebounds and just that energy, and he gave it to us. So for me, I think he's come a long way personally, especially since coming from the Knicks over to us. And he's very versatile. He's a great passer for his position. He plays really well alongside with Chet. And the only thing he really doesn't have too much is a 3-point game, but the rest of the team helps with the spacing, so it honestly works out well for us.
Yeah. Well, for my honorable mentions, it's kind of wild I'm going to say this, but I have Bam.
Yep. Okay.
Actually, no. I don't have Bam. No, I have Rudy Gobert as well, sorry. I have Isaiah Hartenstein and I have Miles Turner in my honorable mentions. I've been flip-flopping where I wanted to put Bam, and I feel like, looking at my list now, I don't think he definitely is a top 10 player in the center position.
You're underrating Bam a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. I think, maybe I'll talk about him a bit later, but we'll go with, I think, why I have Miles Turner. I think just been to the finals. He's a good rim defender. I feel like he's a streaky 3-point shooter sometimes. Yeah, he can shoot. Obviously, with him at Milwaukee, it's going to be the weirdest fit ever with just Giannis and him.
Yeah.
Playing together, obviously, because Giannis really can't space the floor that well. And then there's no real backup third option for that team, I feel.
Yeah, I think he just complements Giannis really well. He's pretty much just their new Brook Lopez, but he's younger, more mobile, way more agile, more
Yeah.
athletic. Dare I say more?
Mm-hmm.
So I think obviously it's an upgrade for them, especially considering how old Brook Lopez was at that point. But yeah, I mean, well, yeah, he's on my list, so I'll talk about him a little later. But
He's on your list?
yeah,
Fair.
and then who else did you have in your honorable mentions?
I think iHeart and Gobert. Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to put Gobert on the 10, but it's just too hard at this point.
Exactly.
Like, he's still a very good player. Like, he obviously had that game against the Lakers in the playoffs.
Yeah, he just was Superman. He was literally
Just
Superman.
really went off. Like,
Yeah.
if he could score to any sort of degree,
Like close to that.
yeah, he
100%.
would be a very good player. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just hard when you can only really play on one end. Like, his defense is so good, but sometimes they have to take him out of games purely because, like, he just
You can't score.
people are just sagging on him.
Yeah.
They got the smallest defender on the court on him, and he's 7 foot tall and he can't do anything.
Yep.
But yeah, and then Tom's honorable mentions.
Tom's honorable mentions are indeed Derek Lively, DeAndre Ayton, and Jakob Poeltl, which I think are very good honorable mentions.
Yeah, I definitely thought about those guys. It's just I can't have more than 3 honorable mentions, but
Well, we had 4. I had 4 last time,
yeah.
to be fair.
Generally, we wouldn't want any more than 3. But
Yeah.
Derek Lively, obviously still very young.
Very young. Yeah.
Very young. He's grown a bit more. Apparently, he's 7'2" now. But he's got the offensive skill set. He's got the skill set to do pretty much everything you want in a big man.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Gafford, obviously really great next to AD. I think.
Yeah. It's going to complement them a lot.
Yeah, I think. Obviously, he was injured a decent amount last season.
Yeah.
A lot of pretty much the whole big man.
But when he was playing, he had like crazy, insane stretches.
Yeah, pretty much the whole big man lineup for Dallas was injured.
Yep.
Throughout last season, so it was a bit hard to really gauge. But yeah, I think once he plays, and obviously especially next to AD, he's gonna have plenty of opportunities to make an impact and grow. So
Yeah.
and
DeAndre Ayton, I like a lot. I think we're just gonna hopefully we see a new side of him coming into the Lakers team. I think Lakers obviously need that center after to replace AD, which they didn't have basically after that trade.
Yeah,
they didn't have a true
stuck
center.
with Jackson Hayes, and
Yeah.
even against like Gobert in the playoffs, they still
Struggled.
opted.
Yeah.
They opted to not play him. He
Yeah.
played like 4 minutes, and then that was it.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like Ayton. I hope he can get back to his like Phoenix days. I think
Yeah,
that's when
agreed.
I think that's when he was at his peak when they made the finals. Obviously had a bad stretch in Portland. Couldn't really stay like super healthy, but I think he still is pretty young. He's not super old yet, and he's got plenty of potential to
Yeah.
make a really good impact.
A lot
And
of
I think if anyone's going to get that out of you, it would be
LeBron and Luka.
Luka
Yeah.
Doncic. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think apparently they haven't had much opportunity to train together, but it's a long 82 game season, so I think they've got heaps of time to
Yeah.
get that on the belt. And I think once they figure that out, like that pick and roll duo should be pretty lethal. Because I think I could play pick and roll with Luka, and I'd probably look pretty good. So
Yeah,
I
pretty
think,
much anyone.
I think anyone. could
Anyone
do
would look good
Yeah.
with Luka.
it. Yeah.
His final honorable mention was Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah. Toronto big man.
Yeah, I don't
think.
have much to say.
Yeah. He sort of ticks all the boxes that you want. He rebounds, he defends, and he's a pretty good scorer. When you need him to be. He's just sort of your traditional big man, but there's a lot of dudes like that in the league. So, but I think he's got a great skill set. I think he could potentially take a jump this year, depending on what happens. The Raptors don't really have many big men besides him, so he's gonna take on a big load. I think he's never averaged 10 rebounds a game. I think this year will be the year
Yeah.
he does that, as long as he stays healthy, which also can be a little bit of a
Yeah, for sure.
sometimes, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let's go into our top 10.
going to our top 10. This is where I have Miles Turner.
Yep.
So obviously, huge impact for the Pacers on the finals run. The whole Pacers team was just shooting really well that whole playoff series, but he's an elite rim protector in the league. He's pretty much always averaged over 2 blocks a game. Obviously, pretty good 3-point shooter for the position. Gets up and down the court. He runs in transition, which is sort of just like what the Pacers were doing.
Yeah.
You know, the whole, if you weren't running in transition, you couldn't play on the team. So, but yeah, I think obviously he's moved to Milwaukee. Very surprising move, in my opinion, especially like a division rival.
Yeah.
They don't like each other.
Yeah, true.
And he's just moved over.
Yeah, especially with the end of like their last game last season with
I think
Giannis and Halliburton's
I
dad
think I'd be looking forward to
playing that.
I think
100%.
I'd be penciling in that
Those
game,
dates.
Bucks
100%.
versus Pacers. But yeah, I think he just does everything right, and he'll look really good next to Giannis. You know, even if he's just sitting on the 45, sitting on the corner, but they like to play with Brook Lopez. They like to play a lot of drop coverage, where like on the screen he would sag back a bit and just really defend the rim. I think Miles Turner could do something similar. Like he pretty much just fits the mold for what they want to do, and he's also mobile enough to get, you know, I feel like he's mobile enough to get over a screen and play some perimeter defense as well.
Yeah,
potentially. Not that you probably don't want him to, but if you had to for
I feel like you did see that a few times during like their run in the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like it's good to have a big man that can bail you out on stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Because obviously guards are always hunted switches.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can have a big man to bail you out on that sort of stuff, that's good.
Yeah, agreed.
Because it doesn't have to be, you know, every single possession. It's just one or two. A quarter maybe, but yeah.
At my 10, I have Sabonis.
Okay.
So I think great offensive player for the Kings. Do a lot for them. Yeah, I don't know really where to put him. I think my 10 through 8 is probably, they could all be interchanged, I feel.
Yeah,
who we're going to talk about later. But yeah, I think he's going to, I feel like the Kings are going to be good. I feel like they are. I feel like you can't count out DeMar and Levine. Like, we saw them what they did with the worst version of Vucevic. Yeah, obviously, they're older now, but I feel like there's still some time for them. It just depends. But I think I'm always on a high with Zach and Levine and DeMar, because obviously I'm a Bulls fan. You coming from that?
Yeah, I can't really agree. I don't think, especially in the West, I don't think the Kings are going to be that good. If they're in the East, I can imagine them making the playoffs, but
no, they'll be a playing team. I feel like that's still good. And like,
I don't know if they will, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like there's always potential. I don't know.
I reckon I could name 10 teams that are better than them, but
yeah, but the West is so stacked.
Yeah.
We'll never know until we see. Like,
yeah, we don't know until we know, but
like you're gonna see DeMar gonna play like 80 plus games.
Keegan's out for
for a bit.
10, I think it was, but yeah.
They did also sign him an extension.
They just got Westbrook as well.
Yeah, Westbrook too.
Westbrook just signed with them a few days ago. I don't really understand the fit, to be honest. I would have liked Westbrook like
anywhere else.
I would have liked if Houston went after him after Fred VanVleet went down.
That could have been good.
I think like you could still start Reed Shepherd, but just have him as a spark plug off the bench.
Yeah. No.
But like the Kings needed spacing, and they signed Russell Westbrook.
That's fair. That is fair.
I mean, I'm obviously as a Thunder fan, I'm really happy that he's gotten back into the league.
Exactly.
And
he deserves it.
He's only 500 points off being the all-time leading point guard.
Yeah.
In points, which is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I think Steph will probably catch him by the end.
100%.
But you know, he'll have it for at least a little bit.
I feel like, he definitely deserves a spot in the league still.
He deserves to be in the league, especially when dudes like freaking Jeff Green are still in the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that. Anyways,
your 9?
Tom's 10.
Oh, Tom's 10. Right. Tom's 10 is also Miles Turner.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
So
yeah, we
Ben
spoke
said a lot
we spoke
about Miles
a good
Turner.
amount about him.
Yeah.
Gav's honorable mention as well.
Uh-huh.
So, my number 9 here is Jared Allen.
Yeah.
So, not much to say really, just besides, you know, obviously he's a winning player. I think he looks a lot taller because of his afro, but he stands at about, 6'9", 6'10", but he plays like a pure 7-footer.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, him and Mobley really work well together. They both have pretty good eyes for making passes to each other on those dunker spot and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I think, they can make that double big lineup work pretty well. But yeah, he just does everything you want him to do as a starting center. Rebounds, scores around the rim, defends the paint, real big energy plays. And, the Cavs won 60 games. And, you can't really do that without someone like that. So,
yeah, for sure. What's the code? Jared Allen is also my number 9. Yeah, I feel like I encountered like team success to why I rated Jared Allen higher than Sabonis. Just like recency. Yeah, but like I can't really like he's such a good player as well. Jared Allen, good like rim
He
defender.
was an all-star.
Yeah, an all-star as well. I feel like Sabonis should be like a snub all-star.
Yeah, even in Brooklyn with KD and Kyrie, Jared Allen was still a very
Yeah.
good player then too. So, yeah, and he's still pretty young too.
100%.
He's not old by any means.
Tom's number 9 is. Oh, I have to keep flipping. Porzingis. Yes, Porzingis.
Kristaps.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis at number 9.
That's fair, honestly. Like I wanted Kristaps to be in my 10, but it's just a bit hard
Yeah.
with the injuries and stuff. But like I said earlier, he impacts winning when he's on the court, and he can pretty much do it all for you. I think he'll play really well with Trae Young. And the Hawks got Kristaps for pretty much nothing. They traded George Niang because obviously the Celtics had to get off cap and stuff, so it actually worked out really well for them. But yeah, as long as he stays healthy, the Hawks should be a really good team. As long as like him, Jalen Johnson stay healthy. But even if Kristaps goes down, you still got like Onyeka Okongwu, and I think he's a really good player. So
Yeah. He's just a good up-and-coming player.
yeah. Going on to my number 8, this is where I have Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah.
So I can't really say much more than Gav said, other than obviously a triple-double threat every night.
Yeah.
Very good offensive player. When I got his averages here, he averaged 19, 14, and 6.
Yeah, that's
so
insane.
like just the numbers themselves are very good. Obviously, at this point, probably the best rebounder in the league. Can spread the floor a little bit, which you like, especially on that team, because they don't have much going over there besides like Zach LaVine and Keegan Murray, even though Keegan's out. But yeah, obviously a very good offensive player. He'll be able to, facilitate very well with DeRozan and LaVine. It's just the defense isn't always there.
I think it's the issue with the Kings. It's just their defense.
The defense, the Kings are going to be a pretty bad defensive team, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Just as a center, I think you kind of always want your big man to protect the paint, and I don't know if I can say that Sabonis does that very well.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they have any other option on there. Like, they don't have many good bench players that can do that either. I don't think so. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Your 8, Gav?
I have Zubac at my number 8.
Yep.
Yeah, for him, I had he's just a great traditional big. Able to set good screens. He's really good defensively. Able to work in good drop coverage. I feel like with that Clippers team last year. He's not really flashy, but he's really efficient with his points and rebounds and his passes.
Looking at the list, I think he might be the best traditional big in the league.
Yeah,
because I think all the guys above him have their own sort of thing that makes them not as traditional.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he obviously made a very big leap.
With the Clippers this past season.
A huge leap. Yeah.
You had him in your fantasy.
Yeah, that was amazing for me. I drafted him in the 12th round, and he ended up being a second-round value player. But yeah, obviously the Clippers lost Paul George, Norman Powell, and Zubac both stepped in, played huge roles. The Clippers didn't really have a backup center. I think for a long time Nicholas Batum was their backup center, and then they got Drew Eubanks and stuff later in the year. But he had to play a huge load in minutes. And obviously, he took great advantage of that. He was really good. I think he I don't think he wasn't a finalist for Depoy, but he was in the top 5.
Yeah.
So, he was really good. Protects the paint really well. Scores, rebounds, that's all you can really ask for. I think he's going to take a little bit of a step back this year because obviously they got Brook Lopez, they got John Collins. He's not going to have to play as many minutes. And I think Ty Lue also said he played way too many minutes last year, so they're going to step him back. So just from a minutes perspective, I think his production will drop at least a little bit, which is crazy because ESPN Fantasy had him ranked as the 14th best player, and he's just not going to be that, unfortunately.
So, agreed.
Tom's
8. Yeah, this is a surprising polarizing position for top 8.
Oh yeah.
And also I realized I fucked up my list, but
why is that?
I have a player that we talked about last up because I looked at the wrong list.
Not Chet.
Nah, AD. I think he was listed on ESPN as
he
a
was on the power forwards.
yeah. So we'll fix my list as we go along.
Okay.
But yeah, well, Tom has Embiid at number 8, which coming from how long was he an MVP? Like 2 years ago, he was an MVP of the league.
2023.
Yeah, he was an MVP per caliber player. Obviously, the past 2 years haven't been great for him. He's played no more than he played 18 games last season.
Yeah.
I think so, 18, and then the year before it was 30 something.
I think if you're gonna put injuries into perspective, I think you just take him off the list. But if you're gonna have him on your list, realistically,
he's a top 5 player in the league when he's healthy.
With his talent level, you have to have him high.
Absolutely.
But look, I can understand why Tom put him there.
Yeah.
With the injuries and stuff, but Gavin and I will talk about him a decent amount later.
Yeah, agreed.
So, but we'll just save it for then.
Yeah.
So, my number 7, as Gav's already spoken about, I had Zubac.
Yep.
Like we already mentioned, just a massive leap from where he was last season. He, obviously I drafted him in fantasy, but I had no idea it was going to be that good. It was insane how good he was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, he just does everything you want him to do. Blocks shots, grabs boards, scores in the paint. He's got a sneaky mini game, in my opinion, but that's about it, really.
Okay. What are you at?
7. What's your 7?
Oh, no, mine was list because I had 80 on my list, but technically it would have been Zubac. So, we'll just take away 80, but basically the list's still the same. So if I go back from 10 through 7, it would have been probably Miles Turner, then Sabonis, Jared Allen, and then Zubac. I reckon, yeah. Just to fix that up.
Is your 7?
Yeah.
Who's Tom's 7?
Tom's 7, if we're going to go there, is Jared Allen.
Jared Allen, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I wanted to rate him a bit higher, but I think just from a talent perspective, it's a bit hard.
Yeah, I think this next couple of players, I think he's not as good as...
He is very good.
Yeah.
So, where did you have Bam again?
I have Bam 6.
Oh, okay. I swear you said he was an honorable mention
at
the start.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
Good.
Don't worry about that.
Well, we can move on to 6 because I have Bam at 6 as well.
Yeah.
So, I got his numbers here: 18, 9, and 4.
Yeah, I'm
pretty
looking
good
at the
stuff.
ESPN one.
Obviously he's a bit of an undersized center. I think he's about 6'9", but he's just very versatile in what you want him to do. He can dribble, he can pass, he can score from all 3 levels, and he's obviously, even at his height, a very good rim protector. I remember when he was coming up in the league, and he was just on Miami's bench, and I remember just seeing him absolutely just snatch a ball out of
Yeah,
midair.
exactly.
And I was like, holy shit.
You can basically guard through 1 through 5.
Yeah, he's a
so fast, so
very
versatile
defender.
Yeah.
If Wemby didn't exist, I would be saying he could potentially win a DPOY.
Yeah.
In the next
Agreed.
few years, but it's a bit hard to go against Victor Wembanyama.
Exactly.
Obviously Miami are a bit lackluster, but him as an individual, I think is really good. I think him and Khalil Ware will play really good next to each other.
Yeah.
Khalil Ware will make a good jump, which is obviously really good for them. But yeah, you got anything to say about Bam?
No, pretty much all you said. I think. Yeah, just undersized defender, but he's just extremely athletic. And
Yeah, he's sort of.
Yeah.
I don't want to say he reminds me of Draymond Green, but just that undersized, but very hard-working defender.
Exactly.
Very underrated. But
yeah. We'll go with Tom's 7. Oh no, 6, and it is Zubac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not much else to say.
Yeah, not much else to say.
Yeah,
about
we
that.
already spoke about him a lot.
Agreed.
So number 5.
Number 5.
My number 5 here is Alperen Sengun.
Yeah, same.
Okay. I think Tom's was 5 as well.
Yeah, Tom's is Sengun as well.
Okay, so obviously Sengun's still a very young player.
Agreed.
But he took a big leap last
100%.
year. All-star. Just very versatile in what he can do. Obviously, I think he's sort of like a mini Jokic in my opinion. Can play make, can pass the ball really well. He makes some very flashy passes.
Yeah.
If you watch him play. And I think bringing on KD and the leap of Amen Thompson is just going to help him Like, I don't think he's going to take a step
Yeah.
back. I think it's going to help him, come more
Agreed.
forward. He's going to become more open. And his ability to play with like Steven Adams in the double big lineup and stuff like that. I think that like
Yeah.
really speaks to, his ability to be able to adapt
Yeah.
and just
I think
play.
they fit really well, him and Steve
Yeah.
Adams.
Just like he plays really well in any sort of environment, I think. And the Rockets are a really big team up front, so like they can potentially
that
have like
size.
Amen, KD, Jabari Smith, Steven Adams, and Sengun on the court at the same time. So the shortest
Yeah.
player is like 6'7", and then the next are all 6'11" plus. Like
Yeah.
it's cooked.
Yeah, watching that Rockets team last year was pretty fun, especially
Yeah, they were a really fun team.
to watch. And I think a lot helped with Steve Adams being able to grab over boards so efficiently.
He's
as well.
probably he's one of the best offensive rebounders ever by the stat.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
But yeah, I'm excited to see what the Rockets do. I think they're going to take a massive leap this year.
100%. Like obviously they were already the 2 seed, but I think
Like, it is unfortunate not to have Fred VanVleet, but then this could help improve Ben Thompson's game.
They've got people that can just come straight in.
Yeah, exactly.
So Reed Shepherd, our man, can play some one.
Yeah,
Even KD can dribble.
exactly.
Jabari Smith pretty versatile. Sengun also very versatile. They just got a bunch of really good creative players.
Yep.
And I think Ime Udoka is also a really good coach. So, but yeah, Sengun. I think he could definitely be higher on this list
Yeah,
in the
agreed.
next coming years. You got anything to
Good
add?
of no, pretty much said it all. We go to Tom's 4's. Tom's 5's the same with Sengun.
Okay.
We'll go to 4. I think this
Yeah.
is the same. Might be the same as well.
Who do you have?
I have Cat.
Yeah, I have Cat as well.
Hmm.
Tom.
Tom has Bam
Okay.
at 4.
We won't talk much about Bam, but I'll let you talk about Cat first.
Cat, yeah. With Cat, I think he's just probably one of the best shooting big men in the league, possibly the best.
The best.
Yeah.
I think he's probably the best ever.
Yeah, he's like really elite, like
Except
offensively.
for maybe Dirk. But
Yeah. He's a great rebounder. He's obviously people make fun of him being like a bit not as
Zesty.
physical or a bit sissy sometimes, but
He's very zesty.
yeah. I think he's a good
my
rebounder,
gosh.
and then it
Have you
just
seen those videos where like he gets fouled on a layup and he just goes like, "Oh my gosh!"
oh, that is funny. Nah, my favorite videos of Cat is when he does like the fake passes and he does like the real funky face as he's like passing the ball.
And there's like the photo of Boogie backing down on him, and he's like,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think, but yeah, just his offensive skill set, like especially at that size, like one of the highest 3-point, or the highest, I guess, shooting big
Yeah.
in the league, takes a lot, like for a defense to have to protect that like space, and then
"Yep." I know everyone makes fun of him, but he actually is very strong.
yeah,
He is. I'd say he's probably underrated at defense at this point. He's still not a great defender, but like he's not a current like some
Exactly.
people might say. But probably. He's got a very good offensive skill set for his side. Like
Yeah.
a very elite, like probably one of the best in the league as a center. Obviously post bag, can shoot, can hit the middies. He can pretty much do it at all 3 levels. I think he fits with Jalen Brunson really well. And the Knicks have the option to put him at the 4 with Mitchell Robinson, which I think worked pretty well when he was playing with Rudy Gobert. Obviously, Mitchell Robinson isn't Rudy Gobert, but
yep,
he's also that traditional big that they might want for defense.
Yep.
So they have that option if they want it. But I still think he can play the 5 and hold it down for most of the game. So,
agreed.
yeah.
Next, number 3.
Go on to number 3. This is where I have Joel Embiid. I think Gav's the same. No.
I want to have him at 3, but I have him at 2 actually.
Okay.
So
I know you have 3. It's alright.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in a sec.
Talk about it.
Me talking about Joel Embiid. Obviously, he's had his issues going on, but you can't go against that skill set. He's pretty much Jokic-like in the sense that he can score pretty much at will. I think he's a better scorer than Jokic. It's just that Jokic does everything else a bit better. But, he scores at will. He averaged 35 a game. He had the most points per minute in league history. He has a 70-point game. He has a pretty much a guard-like skill set for that height, which is just insane in my opinion. Obviously the health is a big issue back not the greatest thing for a 7-footer.
Yeah.
But, you know, when he touches the floor, he's one of the best in the league. Like, currently, the top 5 is pretty comfortable, in my opinion, with, like, Shea, Luka, Giannis, Jokic, and, what did I say, 5 people?
Shea,
Luka, Giannis, Jokic, and I'm forgetting somebody. But, anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, the top 5 is comfortable right now, in my opinion. But, he makes it very hard at that point if he's on the court and he's healthy. Like MVP season, he averaged, you know, like I said, 34 a game. If he can get back up to anywhere near that level with this Sixers roster, which I think is very talented, it's just, you know, the rest of them got to stay healthy as well with Maxey and George, McCain. I think VJ Edgecombe looks really good.
Yeah, he had that crazy game.
Very good game 2 days ago in the preseason. So.
We'll see what happens.
Quinn and Grimes back as well. So, yeah, I think they're a really deep team. They're just going to stay healthy, and I think they could make a playoff push potentially. But
exactly.
I think, you know, you're at this point in his career, you're just aiming for that 65K minimum to, you know, make the All-Star team and stuff like that.
So I have, obviously, the alien Victor Wembanyama. I think I couldn't just discredit Embiid's MVP season. Like, I think you have to factor that in just a way. But obviously, I think Victor Wembanyama is obviously a generational talent. Like 7'5" now, 8 wingspan. Like far out. Like the best defender in the league at like
21 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Just be able to do that, and it's just adding only more skills sets. He's looking
bigger.
pretty good. Yeah, getting bigger, being stronger. Like, so if you saw that clip the other day of him pushing out that defender in the paint, just like with ease.
Yep.
In the preseason, but yeah, I obviously think he can make the jump. I think it's just more so, like, as he's so young, he's not playing that many games, I think is the issue. And then I feel like if he plays a lot more this year, I feel like we'll see him be higher than Embiid at the end.
Yeah, it was the shoulder issue.
Yeah.
He didn't miss too much time in his rookie season. I know he's minute capped for a lot of it, but yeah, if he's able to play, it's just nuts. Obviously he's getting stronger, so I think eventually, like, the injuries won't be as much of a problem if he can get a more sturdy frame. But it's obviously very hard at 7'5". He'd have to be eating a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
To be able to maintain or even just to gain weight.
Exactly, and then gaining weight, and then because you're doing so much cardio in the season as well. Like, he played, I've got it here, he played 46 games this past season, Wemby.
Yeah, I saw it earlier. Embiid played 19 this year.
Nah. Oh, yeah, it is 19.
This season, Embiid played 19 games.
So I wish, like, it's a back injury. I think it's one of those injuries where you have to be superficially careful with it.
It's so cooked.
But yeah, this was hard for me. I think I could have had Wemby at 2. I think I had him at 2 last night, and then I switched around. But
that's fair. Who's
Tom's
3?
Is Cat.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, we spoke a lot about Cat.
Yeah,
just
we spoke
before
heaps about Cat. I have Wemby at 2. The reason why I put him over was, mostly just because of the injury stuff with Embiid. But I think, you know, Embiid could probably prove himself this season to be over that, because I really think, honestly, when Embiid's healthy, he's one of my favorite players to watch. So I think he could prove himself to be there. But in saying that, Wemby is just insane to watch. Just crazy.
He's
like,
a freak.
He's, you know, he shoots really well for his height. They're trying to encourage him to shoot more, which is insane in my opinion. Like, he's playing half of preseason games and he's getting, you know, 25 and 10 in like 18 minutes. Like, imagine that with a 32-minute sample size every night. It's just gonna be crazy. Obviously, he's averaged over 3 blocks a game both years he's been in the league. I can't see that going down anymore. As long as he stays healthy, I think the Defensive Player of the Year is his award for the next 5 years, 5 to 10.
Yeah, just has to play that minimum amount of games.
He was still an All-Star this year, which is, you know, really good for him. He's just got to stay healthy, which I think he'll stay healthier this season, which is good. But just an absolute generational talent, freak of nature. You can't really go past him, to be honest.
Agreed.
But there's always that dude after him.
Yeah.
Tom's got him at 2 as well.
Yeah, Tom's also got Wemby at 2.
Okay.
And then I had obviously Embiid at 2. So
yeah. And then I think we all know who number 1 is.
Yeah.
We all have Jokic at one.
Yep.
Obviously, the best player in the league. Obviously everyone was making that comparison between him and Shea for the whole year, but
Yeah.
even as a Thunder fan, I can't go past it. Like, he obviously he comes across as a very, like, I don't know,
Lazy.
laissez-faire sort of person.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's very obvious, like, he works hard, and he's
100%.
got that big frame. I think he's like the second heaviest player in the league, but like I think that's just benefits his play
Yeah, exactly.
style,
He's
really.
not uber athletic like some other
But
centers.
he
on
doesn't
this
have
list,
to be.
but
He really doesn't have to
exactly, like he can shoot
be.
well.
His skill set is
like,
just insane.
One of the best passers in the league, or the best passing big man ever, possibly.
30 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists.
Yeah,
Like, that's just insane.
I think.
And some games he's getting that at halftime.
Yeah, I think.
Like-
I had it somewhere. Fuck. He actually had. He basically had 59, I think, double doubles this past season and 34 triple doubles.
Jokic.
Yep.
Yeah, and the record's 42 in a season.
Yeah.
So,
just insane.
he might beat that this year.
Agreed.
And obviously he just makes everyone around him better. Him and Jamal Murray play insanely well together. The little handoffs and stuff.
Yeah.
He did the similar sort of stuff with Michael Porter Jr. and I can't see why he can't do that with Cam Johnson this year.
Yeah, he was a better fit.
Yeah, and even the backdoor lobs with Aaron Gordon, just insane.
Yeah.
Just to watch. Some of the passes he makes are just nuts.
Agreed.
And some of the shots as well. He just makes people look so silly.
Yep.
And he's a 7-foot Serbian who I can't even really say cares that much about basketball.
Yeah,
and
he loves his
probably-
horses.
Yeah, and he's probably going to finish as a top 10 player of all time. Like, especially if they...
When his career's done, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
if
already a
if they
three-time
win another
MVP.
ring and he potentially gets another MVP, like,
Yeah.
it's pretty hard to go past
He's already
him.
got a ring, 3-time MVP. Like, that resume is insane.
Yeah, he's nuts. The sky is truly the limit. Like, he's what, 29, 30 now, but I think he's still got another 5 to 6
Yeah.
at least in him. I reckon...
It's all just up to
I
him
don't
if he
think
wants
he'll
to
be...
play.
Yeah, I don't think he'll
Yeah.
be the type to play till he's 40. I think like
When he's
once-
done, I think
when
he'll
he's done,
say
he's
he was done. Yeah.
He's gonna want to go back home and just chill with his horses.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that like just a random horse guy is the best player.
Yeah. It's so
of,
funny.
of the generation.
Just a random Serb.
The last 5 years.
Yeah.
So
been-
crazy.
Yeah. How long has it been since a European player's been the best player in the league for that long? Like, it's the first time ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Luka.
Pretty much. Yeah, we
the
had
top
that.
5 players in the league are all not American, which is I think really good for the league.
Yeah. I think the top 5 you missed to mention was obviously Tatum. You said 4 names before.
I think Tatum's there as well.
Yeah,
but
Tatum,
he's really good.
Anthony Edwards. I think you could
that
add
fifth
there.
spot's sort of up to debate.
Yeah.
Tatum, Brunson, Edwards,
Yeah.
LeBron. No.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
Tom obviously has Jokic at 1 as well.
Yeah, everyone has Jokic at 1. He's the best player in the league. There's no debate.
Yeah, so that's our top 10 list.
Mm-hmm.
I think ours were pretty similar for the most part.
Yeah, I think all the players were
Mentioned.
all the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't go against.
Unfortunately, we couldn't have Tom here
Yeah.
to explain his thoughts, but
Yeah, but
yeah,
oh well.
it is what it is.
That's fine.
Any trade rumors or stuff you want to talk about?
No rumors. I think we could maybe take a deep dive into the games, the first 2 games that are going to happen in the season. So
Yeah.
today is Sunday for us, and the season starts on Wednesday. So,
When we release the episode.
Yeah. We're going to release this episode on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. So
Yeah.
people can potentially hear this if anyone's actually listening. But obviously, first 2 games, we got Thunder versus Rockets, and we have Warriors versus Lakers for the 8th time.
Millionth time. It feels like I'm kind of sick of seeing
So,
that as an opener. Excited for the Rockets
it's
Thunder
either, It's
game.
either season opener or it's a Christmas Day game.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Speaking of Houston versus OKC, I can talk about that because I'm a Thunder fan.
Yep.
I'm just looking forward to hopefully a relatively healthy season for Chet and iHeart. I want to see this double big lineup really flushed out.
Yep.
And I think we'll see some good moments in that game of like Sengun and Steven Adams versus Chet and iHeart at certain points, which will be pretty interesting to watch because both big lineups statistically dominate in most games. And then obviously OKC is a very good defensive team, but we also have a lot of shorter, like they're short but they're lengthy wings.
Yeah.
Like your J-Dub, Kason Wallace, Lou Dort, even Shea I'll put in there. Like
Caruso.
And Caruso, yeah. So my question is, who guards Kevin Durant? And then after that, it's like, who goes on to Jabari Smith? Because, he's the same height. Even Ahmed, who's going to guard him? It's going to be a bit iffy in certain senses because pretty much every player on the court is going to be taller than whoever's guarding them. But, I think OKC's been doing this for a while.
Yeah, I think
obviously they make it work. So
yeah.
But it'll definitely be interesting to watch the coverage that they play on certain players.
Yeah. I think it's just going to be very interesting of how KD's first game is as a Rockets as well, how he fits.
I think we'll see a lot of transition play from Ahmed, but then once it settles into more of a half court sense, it'll be more Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Give me the ball, blah blah blah.
Let him work. Yeah. Basically.
But I'll be interested to see who they start at point guard. I think it'll be Reed Shepherd. If not, Reed Shepherd will still play a lot of minutes. Yeah. And I'll be interested to see his development while Fred VanVleet's out. Obviously, he's going to be out for the whole season, which is very sad. But yeah, I think obviously Reed was the number 3 pick last year, so I think he's very good. He had a really good game in the preseason a couple of days ago, so I think he's still got. I mean, yeah,
he's got a lot of time.
Heaps of room to grow. He's only like 19 years old, so I think give him that primary ball handling role, he's definitely gonna flourish. I think.
Yeah.
He's a very good shooter as well, so be interesting to see how he plays with KD and Ahmed and all that. And then
very true.
Yeah, it should be a really good game. I'm hoping that the Thunder can get a win, but I'm not 100% confident because this Rockets team, it could be a statement for them. Definitely coming out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very good game.
Yeah.
To touch on the Lakers Warriors game, I feel like we're gonna see DeAndre Ayton's first game with Luka and LeBron.
Yeah, it'd be good to see. Well, LeBron's not playing. Obviously, he's gonna be out. Mid-November. They said maybe December. They're taking it slow apparently.
Fairs. But yeah, other than that, the Warriors didn't really change much from their season. They did re-sign.
They re-signed Kuminga finally.
Yeah, took a while.
They got Al Horford at the end, but their scheme will be pretty similar with Steph Curry. And
it's quite.
My thing that I'd probably be looking at is who is the Warriors. Obviously, they have Jimmy Butler, so that's your second option. But who's going to be the one filling in that third or fourth role? Because they got Moses Moody, they got Pajemski, and they got Kuminga. So it'll just be interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
And over the season, I just want to see how they go with their lineup because 4 of their 5 starters are over the age of 35.
Yeah, they're one of the oldest teams.
They are the oldest team. They got Steph, Jimmy, Draymond, and Al Horford in their starting 5.
Yeah, that's kind of insane.
Jimmy's 36, Draymond must be 35, 36, Curry's almost 37.
Yep.
Al Horford's almost 40.
Yeah.
I think this will probably be Al Horford's last run.
Yeah, it's
pretty sad.
like it, I feel like.
Yeah, it should be interesting, especially just watching how much they go to the Lakers go to the DeAndre Ayton pick and roll. I think that'll be interesting to watch. And then also with the Lakers, like obviously Austin Reeves is going to fill in that LeBron hole, and then like I said with the Warriors as well, who's in after that?
Yep.
Like who do they have after that? I really like Rui Hachimura maybe.
Doesn't really have much afterwards.
Don't Connect looked pretty average. I can't.
He had a good game, I think.
I don't think he did.
I feel like
he's been shooting pretty poor in the preseason.
I swear he had a good game. I don't want to check right now, just in case.
I can't say he plays that much.
Yeah,
I think Bronny will probably get some run, maybe like 10 minutes.
10 minutes, we'll see. But I feel like he had a really bad game. Like I think at the start of the preseason.
Yeah, he's still learning. I feel like he maybe came into the league a bit too quick.
Yeah, I feel like he could have had more time.
He looks really good in the G League when he plays down there. So,
So he's definitely. I feel like the hate on Bronny is just like it's over.
It's not warranted. It's LeBron's kid, but
yeah.
Not much else to say really.
Nothing much.
By the time we record again, there will be
a few games played.
4 days of NBA action.
Exactly.
So
excited to have the season back.
Yeah, very excited. So I think we'll cover some some of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And we can also talk about how our fantasy
Just
weeks
going,
are going,
yeah.
because it'll pretty much be almost the end when we record next Sunday.
That'll be fun. There's been a lot of trash talk between the
Heaps of
boys.
trash talk. So
Yeah, I have been involved with a lot of trash talk. Well, just the one person, because
Noah.
yeah, it's been so much fun. But I feel like a lot of the teams are good. You know, I feel like maybe there's just a few teams that aren't that great.
I think the 10-team leagues are pretty good.
Probably
in
a good
terms of,
sweet
like,
spot, yeah.
spread. So, yeah.
Spread of players
Um,
for sure.
So yeah, we'll have heaps to talk about. We'll have a couple games for Lakers, Thunders, and Bulls that we can all talk about.
Different
So
games,
obviously
yeah.
there's the 2 games on the Wednesday for us, and then the Thursday it looks like there's about 12, 13 games.
Yeah.
So, and then 2 more games, and then another like 10 games. So, and then there'll be games going on the Sunday while we're
Yeah.
recording. So
Yeah, there'll be a lot to talk
including a
about.
Thunder and a Bulls games during that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, plenty to talk about next week. But I think that cuts us off for today.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed our episode. Yeah, let us know about what you think of our lists at the comment section below. Yeah,
yeah. Any
Can't
other
wait to-
recommendations?
yeah,
that you
exactly.
Might want to hear.
and yeah,
Going forward.
hopefully you guys will enjoy us talking about the future season that's about to happen.
Enjoyed our tag team today. Tom will be back next week.
Yes, he will be back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya.
See ya.